Hello, my name is Elizabeth Onorato. I'm a resident of Jersey City and a former tenant of 111 First Street. And I videotaped the historic designation hearing that we had October 6th, I believe, in 2004. And I decided to go back and look into what exactly people said at that time, because I remember it being a very magical evening, highly magical. There was 500 people who packed this City Hall chambers twice, because one time it was the first time it was tabled. We rallied enough people to bring here the second time. And we ended up with a unanimous vote, 9-0, for the historic designation. And I will read to you what each and every council person said. Some of you weren't here, and I wish you would go look at the transcripts before you make this vote tonight. Or else I guess you have to table it, huh? And then look at it. And I would show you the videotape of all the people who came here that night. Councilman Brennan.
Robin, I thought when we tabled this ordinance 3 weeks ago that we would come back, that the mayor and Mr. Bowen reached an agreement, but it seems that we haven't gotten that agreement, that there are a lot of people out there that are standing by us tabling it 3 weeks ago, and that we prolonged it.
After hearing people speak, we should never have tabled it. We should have voted on it. I vote yes. Councilman
We are seeing too many of our buildings throughout Jersey City, not just on the waterfront, being torn down, as we say, because of progress.
It is important for my grandchildren to say my grandmother had something to do with keeping the history of Jersey City alive. And whether I'm an elected official or not, I will do everything to keep Jersey City in the forefront of this great state. I vote yes.
The question is, can it be saved versus knock it down? Well, I say make every attempt to save it first before you attempt to do anything else. So, having said that, and then the last thing is cost. When we look at it, we say, well, it will be a cost to the people of Jersey City versus, if we just vote not to do this, then we can let it go and develop it will be jobs. As Mary Donnelly said, there'll be jobs. Jersey City is a hot market, and we're going to continue to be so. The real cost is our identity. When we have Bob Cotter, our city planner, waking up every day of his life wishing that this was Poway, I say, let's make this a powerhouse district, and maybe the Statue of Liberty, a gift from Paris, will turn around and take notes.
I thank my friend Charles Kessler because he took an hour of his time to come to my office. I'm the chief of staff of the county executive, and he came up to the county, and I guess what sold it for me was Charles's presentation about the positive side of why this was the right thing to do for the artists, but more importantly, for Jersey City.
I vote aye. This has given me the opportunity to hear what you had to say, and two, to see this list of violations. When I look at this list, it appears that there is not so much going on that cannot be fixed. Thunderous applause.
I asked myself, what has the landlord been doing all this time?
I am going to vote in favor of the designation.
A lot of my constituents have called and asked me to support this. I am very happy to say
I can't argue with our planner, Mr. Cotter, Mr. Gomez from the Historic District, and the case that was made by the gentleman from New York, the architect, I believe. Am I correct?
yes.
Okay. At any rate, I think that this district will benefit, and the whole city will benefit by this designating this district historic.
So I am voting aye, along with my colleagues. Councilman Onorato, he remembers when downtown Jersey City was drug infested and rat infested.
Downtown has changed. And this today will be the culmination of that change. We as a community need to be able to see what historic preservation, historic designation does for a city.
This has been a jigsaw puzzle, and now, with the historic warehouse district, all this culminates into what will be a beautiful downtown Jersey City, vibrant and thriving. Mr. Goldman has an MO, or standard operation of procedure. He takes a building, allows the roof to decay, allows the roof to go, gets emergency scaffolding to be able to take down the parapet, and with the weather conditions, eventually the building comes down and gets demolished. Then he goes on to explain his trip to Charleston, South Carolina, and the historic aspects reserved there, and how the first shot of the Civil War was fired there.
The Industrial Historic District of Jersey City, the first shot was taken. Mr. Goldman fired it. The war is raging on. But we will be able to preserve the district as historic, because it will be the final piece to a jigsaw puzzle that makes Jersey City the most beautiful city on the eastern coast.
I am reminded when I went to Italy and I saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I
said Goldman would have taken that down too.
district is going to happen even if it requires blood, sweat, and tears to do it right.
Kavanaugh, when you were here, you would have fought for this as well. And here you are now defending Mr. Goldman against the interests of the people. Let me say this. We need to save the soul of our city. We need to save the history and the connection to our past. We need to save this historic district. Our master plan called for it. This council, some members voted for it, but it set the blueprint of what we should do.
I think our vote today tells us might is not right. Okay. Luckily, my time's up, and actually my tape ran out, so I never did get Harvey Smith's. So I just would like you to all think about this, that these are the promises you made to us.